Hello, friends. Welcome back to Talkboost English. Today, I am going to tell you a powerful story. It is the story of a man who dreams very big dreams, a man who believes humans can live on other planets, a man who is not afraid to fail. His name is Elon Musk. In this episode, you will learn about his childhood, his struggles, and how he started his journey. This is not only a story about money, it is a story about ideas, courage, and never giving up. Elon Musk was born in 1971 in South Africa. At that time, South Africa was very different from today. The country had many political and social problems. Life was not always peaceful. As a child, Elon was quiet and serious. He did not enjoy sports very much. He did not try to be popular. Instead, he loved reading books. He read for many hours every day. He read science fiction stories about space, rockets, robots, and the future. These stories made him imagine a different world. He also read books about science and technology. Even as a young boy, he was thinking about the future of humanity. When Elon was 10 years old, he discovered computers. In the early 1980s, computers were not common. Many families did not have one. But Elon was very curious. He wanted to understand how computers worked. He taught himself how to program. He did not have a teacher. He read a book and practiced every day. Programming means giving instructions to a computer. When he was only 12 years old, he created a small video game called Blaster. It was simple, but it worked. He sold it for $500. That was his first business success. But his childhood was not easy. At school, some students bullied him. Bullying means hurting someone again and again because they are different. Elon was small and quiet. Some boys were aggressive and unkind. One day, the bullying became very serious. A group of boys pushed him down the stairs. He was badly hurt and had to go to the hospital. It was a painful experience. These difficult moments made him stronger inside. They taught him how to survive hard situations. Life at home was also complicated. His parents divorced when he was young. He decided to live with his father. Later, he said this was not a good decision. Their relationship was difficult and sometimes painful. But through all these problems, Elon always had one thing: his imagination. He did not think about small goals. He asked big questions. How can we improve the future? How can we protect humanity? How can we travel to space? These questions stayed in his mind for many years. When he was 17 years old, he made a very important decision. He wanted to leave South Africa. At that time, young men in South Africa had to join the military. Elon did not want to become a soldier. He also wanted more opportunities in life. So he moved to Canada. His mother was born there, so he could get Canadian citizenship. But life in Canada was not easy in the beginning. He worked many small and difficult jobs. He cleaned industrial boilers. A boiler is a large machine that heats water. It was dirty and sometimes dangerous work. He also worked on farms. He did whatever he could to earn money and survive. After some time, he started studying at university in Canada. Later, he moved to the United States. He believed that America was the best place for technology and innovation. He transferred to the University of Pennsylvania. There, he studied physics and economics. Physics helped him understand how the world works. Economics helped him understand how money and business work. Even as a student, he was not thinking about an ordinary life. He was thinking about changing the world. After finishing university, he was accepted into a PhD program at Stanford University. But something surprising happened. He left after only 2 days. Why? Because it was the 1990s. The internet was becoming very important. Many people did not understand it yet, but Elon believed it would change everything. He made a risky decision. He left his PhD program to start a company. This was the real beginning of his journey. After leaving Stanford University, Elon Musk did not have a safe plan. He did not have a high-salary job. He only had an idea and strong belief. It was the 1990s. The internet was new. Many people did not understand it. Some people thought it was just a small trend, but Elon believed it would change the world. He started his first company with his brother, Kimball. The company was called Zip2. Zip2 helped newspapers create online city guides. A city guide gives information about restaurants, hotels, and local businesses. At that time, most newspapers were still working only with paper. They did not know how to move to the digital world. Elon and his brother worked very hard. They did not have much money. They rented a small office. Sometimes they slept there. They showered at a nearby gym because they could not afford an apartment. They worked day and night. Elon often coded for many hours without rest. He believed strongly in the future of the internet. In the beginning, many investors did not believe in them. Investors are people who give money to a company because they hope it will grow. But slowly, some investors started to see the potential. Zip2 began to grow. More newspapers became interested in using their service. The company improved step by step. Finally, in 1999, a large company bought Zip2 for about $300 million. Elon became a millionaire at only 27 years old. For many people, this would be the end of the story. They would relax and enjoy life. But for Elon, this was only the beginning. He did not see money as the final goal. He saw it as fuel, something that helps you move forward. Soon after selling Zip2, Elon started another company. It was called X.com. It was an online bank. Online banking was very new at that time. Many people did not trust sending money through the internet, but Elon believed that the future would be digital. Later, X.com joined with another company and became PayPal. PayPal allowed people to send money through email. This made online shopping much easier. For example, people could buy things on eBay and pay quickly and safely. This idea was very important for the growth of online business. However, inside the company, there were problems. The leaders had different ideas about the future. There were serious disagreements. At one point, Elon was removed as the CEO of PayPal. This was a difficult moment. Imagine building a company and then losing your leadership position. But Elon did not give up. He remained a major shareholder, which means he still owned a large part of the company. In 2002, eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion. Elon earned around $180 million from the sale. Now he had serious money. He could have stopped working. He could have bought a big house and lived a quiet life. But Elon was not interested in a quiet life. Instead, he made one of the boldest decisions of his life. He decided to enter the space industry. He believed that humans should become a multi-planet species. That means living on more than one planet. He was worried about the future of Earth. He thought that if a big disaster happened, humanity could be in danger. So in 2002, he started a company called SpaceX. Many people laughed at him. Building rockets was something governments usually did. How could a private company compete with them? But Elon believed there was a way to reduce the cost of rockets. He believed rockets could be reusable. If you can use the same rocket again and again, the cost becomes much lower. At first, SpaceX faced many problems. The first rocket launch failed. The rocket exploded. It was a huge disappointment. The second launch also failed. The third launch failed again. Each launch cost millions of dollars. Elon was losing money very fast. He was close to bankruptcy. Bankruptcy means having no money left and not being able to pay debts. At the same time, another company was also in trouble. That company was Tesla. Tesla was founded in 2003 by other engineers. Elon joined early and invested a lot of money. Later, he became the CEO. Tesla wanted to build electric cars, but at that time, electric cars were not popular. Many people believed electric cars were slow and boring. Big traditional car companies controlled the market. Building cars is very expensive. There were delays and technical problems. Investors were nervous. By 2008, Elon Musk was almost out of money. Both SpaceX and Tesla were close to failure. He had to make a very difficult decision. He took his last money and divided it between the two companies. It was a huge risk. He believed in both dreams. And now, everything depended on what would happen next. By 2008, everything was in danger. Both SpaceX and Tesla were close to collapse. Elon Musk had invested almost all his money. He was under extreme pressure. At the same time, the world was facing a financial crisis. The economy was weak. Many companies were failing. Investors were afraid to take risks. Elon had only enough money for one more rocket launch. If it failed, SpaceX would probably close. The first rocket had failed. The second rocket had failed. The third rocket had failed. Each failure was painful and expensive. Many people said his dream was impossible. But Elon did not stop. In late 2008, SpaceX launched its fourth rocket. This time, it worked. The rocket reached orbit successfully. It was the first time a private company had launched a rocket into orbit. This success changed everything. Soon after, SpaceX received a large contract from NASA. NASA is the space agency of the United States. This contract helped save the company. At the same time, Tesla also survived. Tesla later introduced a car called the Model S. It was a luxury electric car. It was fast, beautiful, and powerful. People were surprised. Before Tesla, many people thought electric cars were slow and boring, but the Model S proved that electric cars could compete with gasoline cars. Slowly, Tesla began to grow. More people became interested in clean energy and electric vehicles. Elon was no longer just a businessman. He became a symbol of innovation and risk-taking. But success did not make his life easy. He worked extremely long hours. Sometimes he worked 80 to 100 hours a week. He slept in factories during difficult times. He pushed his teams very hard. Some people admired him. They respected his vision and courage. Other people criticized him. They said he was too demanding. They said he took too many risks. Elon is often described as controversial. This means people have very different opinions about him. But one thing is clear: he is not afraid of failure. He once said that failure is an option. If you are not failing sometimes, you are not trying hard enough. After rockets and electric cars, Elon became interested in artificial intelligence and other new technologies. He continues to think about the long-term future of humanity. He asks big questions. What will the world look like in 50 years? How can we reduce human suffering? How can we protect our planet? How can we expand human life beyond Earth? Some people see him as a hero. Some people see him as too ambitious. But almost everyone agrees that he thinks differently. The quiet boy who loved science fiction in South Africa grew up to build real rockets. His story teaches us something important. Big dreams can look impossible. You may fail many times. People may doubt you. You may feel pressure and fear. But if you keep learning, keep trying, and keep believing, you can create something new. Now, let me ask you something. What is your big dream? Maybe it is learning English fluently. Maybe it is starting your own business. Maybe it is helping your family. Maybe it is creating something that does not exist yet. Every big journey starts with one small step. Thank you for listening to Talkboost English. Listen again, notice new words, repeat important sentences, practice speaking out loud. And remember, the future belongs to people who dare to imagine it. See you in the next episode.